Hello and welcome all once again in this video. So we are going to discuss about one of the topic of the fishery science, that is fish preservations. So by this video we are going to discuss or focus on some methods of fish preservations. So the fish preservation is very important part of commercial fisheries. It is done in such a manner that the fishes remains fresh for long time with a minimum loss of taste, odor, flavor and nutritive value. So due to which the preservation is very important for the fisheries. During peak period, large quantities of fishes are caught and require proper preservation so as to be available during long time. After preservation, fishes can be transported to long distance for consumption. Some landed fishes may ordinarily remain fresh for not more than 8 hours and begin to decompose rapidly. So, there are some reasons behind the spoilage of the fish. Fish becomes unsuitable for the consumption. This spoilage of the fish caused due to some activities like microbial action, some enzymatic action or chemical actions, due to which this fishes becomes spoiled. Fish spoilage due to microbial action, that is, microbial actions involves chiefly bacterial spoilage of the fish species. This microbial action can be takes place due to the bacterial attack. Microbial action involves chiefly bacterial spoilage of the fish flesh. A large number of bacteria present on the body, gills and the gut of the fish, and due to which the fish become spoiled. And also some bacteria added during handling and storage in unclean places. Due to these actions, due to these things, microbial action occurs, bacterial attack occurs on the body of the fish flesh and the fish start to spoil. And again, second reason for the spoilage, that is the enzymatic action. Fish spoilage due to enzymatic action also, because large amount of fish flesh is spoiled by the action of digestive enzymes. These digestive enzymes remains active even after the death of the fishes, and that can soften the flesh by the autolysis. Enzymatic action can remain as it is after the death of the fish, and due to which the fish can be spoiled. And third cause of the spoilage of the fish, that is, fish also can be spoiled due to chemical action, and it is more pronounced in fatty fishes like sardine, mackerel, cutla, grass carp, etc., which as a result become decolorized due to chemical action which occurs in the fatty fishes, and this can causes the decolorization of the fish. These are some causes of the fish spoilage. So to avoid all that actions, all that spoilage of the fish, they are having number of methods, and the methods are called as fish preservation methods or fish processing methods. So when preservation is required for short duration, that duration for short duration preservation, that is for the preservation for 2 to 4 days, that is called a short duration preservation. Preservation for 2 to 4 days is called a short duration preservation. At that time, the captured fishes are kept in crushed ice. Captured fishes are kept in crushed ice, due to which the temperature goes below 0 degrees Celsius when The captured fishes are kept in crushed ice and transported to the market for their sale. In ice, the range of temperatures found form or decrease up to -4 degrees Celsius, and due to which can retard the microbial action as well as autolytic enzymatic activities can be stopped due to the ice preserve due to the preservation. The fishes are preserved in the crushed ice. When we think about the long duration preservation, for the long duration preservation, the caught fishes are passed through following steps. For long duration preservation, the netted fishes can follow all these actions. For long duration preservation, we must follow these some methods or some techniques. That is, first of all, cleaning is very essential. Cleaning, it is done by cold clean water. Cleaning should be done by cold clean water to remove microbes like bacteria and slime, some blood stains, mucus, sand, mud, etc. These material which is found on the body of that fishes can be cleaned by cold clean water. Then this is followed by degutting. Cleaner larger fishes are degutted. Degutting means removal of internal organs or viscera, particularly digestive part, are removed and the body cavity is washed. It is required to prevent microbial decomposition and enzymatic action or enzymic autolysis. Again, after degutting, one step is taken place, that is a conservation or storage. So conservation is essential for keeping the dead fishes in fresh condition for a long duration. It can be achieved by employing number of methods, and we can follow one of the method to preserve that fish for long duration. There are a number of methods. So here are some methods of fish preservation. In that first method, which is having a name, refrigeration. Refrigeration is a technique which can be used for long time preservation, and at that time large electric refrigerators are used. Large electric refrigerators or deep freeze cabinets are employed. They are having special rooms. Rooms are cooled by electric refrigerating methods, and large quantities of fishes are stored in them for months. For this lowering of the temperature to about 0 degrees Celsius, that is called as chilling, is the most effective method of preventing putrefaction and extending the life of the dead fishes. At the time of refrigeration, alternate layers of ice and fish must be arranged to bring down the temperature of the flesh to the 0 degrees Celsius. In case of large fishes, ice must be applied in the abdominal cavity after gutting, and sometimes some antibiotics like terramycin and aureomycin can be incorporated in the ice to inhibit the microbial growth. So with the help of this refrigeration, we can preserve the fishes for a long time. Second method, that is called as deep freezing. So for deep freezing, captured fishes are cleaned, gutted, and then sorted to suitable sizes. They are then they are then frozen either immediately within 30 minutes of their catch, that is called as quick freezing, or within a period of extending from 3 to 72 hours, that is called as slow freezing. The freezing is achieved in ice mixed with salt. In this deep freezing method, ice is mixed with the salt. The freezing is taken place, that is ice is mixed with the salt, due to which the temperature is gradually dropped down to -1 degree Celsius up to -18 degrees Celsius. By deep freezing, fishes may be preserved for very long period. Very long period. Sometimes the fish becomes tasteless due to deep freezing. So to protect the taste of the fishes, that fishes can be wrapped with wax paper. To protect the taste of the fishes are wrapped with wax paper. This can be wax paper, and by glazing the fish. Glazing preserve the color and flavor of the fish. Third method, that is called as freeze drying. Third method is called as freeze drying. It is a costly and laborious process. Only the best fishes are treated by this freeze drying method. Best fishes are treated. The fishes are first frozen and then dried. The fishes are first frozen and then dried by sublimation. Sublimation method. Here sublimation method is used. Sublimation means that the ice is converted into water vapor without melting into water. The flavor, color, and nutritive value of the fish remains fully preserved by this method. The fish is first cooked if it meant for immediate consumption. After opening the packet, the fish is frozen to -20 degrees Celsius by placing it in a freeze chamber. Fish trays are then transferred to a chamber containing horizontal heating plates for drying in a vacuum. The dried fish is packed or canned in air-conditioned room. In this freeze drying method, all these techniques are used. Then the fourth method, that is called as salting. The salting method is a form of pickling and is a very old and common method of preservation. The fishes are treated with salt, common salt, that is treated with sodium chloride. A concentration of salt about 25% stops further multiplication of microbes and even kills them. So usually 20 kg of pure salt is required for each 100 kg of fishes. So there are some methods of the salting. There are three common methods of the salting: dry salting, wet brine salting, or cold salting. Dry salting, it is a method. In this method, fishes are first cleaned and rubbed with salt, then rubbed with the salt powder, and then packed in tubes or in cemented tanks. Then dry salt powder is sprinkled in between layers. The ratio of the salt to fish is about 1:3 or to 1:8. The ratio is from 1:3 to 1:8 depending upon the weather condition and type of fish. After 2 to 3 days, the fishes are removed and dried in sun for 2 to 3 days. This is the method of dry salting. Second method of salting, that is wet salting or brine salting. In this method, cleaned fishes are packed in large containers having a salt solution. This is a wet salting method in which the fishes are packed in salt solution, having salt solution containers, 20-30% of salt solution, and stirred daily till properly pickled. This is a method in which cleaned fishes are packed in salt solution and daily properly pickled by stirring them. Sometimes slits are made, longitudinal slits are made in the place to allow penetration of salt. Sometimes large longitudinal slits are made in the fish flesh. Then on the first day, half of the salt is rubbed into the incisions and the fishes are stored on the cemented floor. Then on the second day, the fishes are shuffled. On the second day, the fishes are shuffled so as to bring the bottom layer on top. And of the remaining salt is rubbed on the body of the fish. In this method, in these containers, in the boxes, the fishes are then left for 7 to 10 days. 7 to 10 days. And it has to be used within 3 to 4 months. After salting, after taking this wet salting method, the fishes can be used within 3 to 4 months. And third method, that is called as cold salting. This is done by spreading powdered salt and crushed ice on the fish. This is done by spreading powdered salt and crushed ice on the fish. So after salting, the conservation is done in cold rooms having a temperature about 2 to 3 degrees Celsius. So this was the fourth method of the fish preservation, that is salting. Now the next method, number 5, smoking. Smoking the fishes like sardine, mackerel, pomfret, geofish, hilsa are considered as good varieties. And for these fishes, this type of smoking is used because these fishes considered good varieties for smoking. The smoking technique used for some valuable fishes. At that time, fishes are first cleaned and soaked into salt. For this method, fishes are first cleaned and gutted and then soaked into salt solution and are then suspended on the rod. These are suspended on the rod in the smokehouse. This smokehouse is a shed or a box over a fire which is controlled so that it produces smoke instead of flames. That is called a smokehouse. That is, the fishes are merely hung inside the smokehouse from head to tail. In that smokehouse, there is a rope and to that rope, the fishes are hung from head to tail for smoking, and it can take about 6 hours to smoke. It must be then refrigerated, frozen, or canned. Smoking removes additional moisture and increases the flavor of the fish flesh. So this technique used for some valuable fishes. Next method that is called as drying. The drying is to remove moisture from fish tissues. This drying method used to remove moisture from fish tissues. This helps to arrest bacterial and enzymatic actions. When moisture contents reduce up to 10 to 20%, the fishes are saved from being spoiled. Sun drying is the most ancient method. Smaller marine fishes like ribbon fish are spread on the open sandy beach. These fishes are small fishes are spread on open sandy beach, or we can use also palm leaves spread on the open sandy beach. Sometimes we can use palm leaves for spreading the fishes, and some fishes hangs on the bamboo or wooden rods or on ropes. Some fishes are hung on bamboo, wooden rods or on rope, and that can be stretched horizontally. That rope can be stretched horizontally between the poles. Large and medium-sized fishes are usually gutted and salted before drying. So gutting, degutting and salting, these methods are used before drying. And here is the last method of the fish preservation or processing, that is the canning. Canning involves packing of the fishes in the boxes to preserve them for a long time. Canning is a complicated process and costly machinery and technical experts is required. The canning products the canning products are costly, so that the process includes packing of fishes in tin boxes which are sealed airtight and sterilized by heat. So this canning, it retains the natural flavor. Due to this canning, the natural flavor of the fish remain as it is. It involves packing of fish in tin boxes. Before the packing, the fishes can be gutted out, cut into pieces of suitable size. The head, tail, fins and viscera are removed, and the pieces are dipped in brine to remove blood, etc. from the tissues. Pieces are now immersed in hot water or exposed to steam to remove adding materials which could not be removed by cleaning with cold water. Pieces are then salted and dried. Sometimes they are mixed with spicy paste, due to which the taste of the fishes again can be maintained. So these are some methods of fish preservations.